What if I told you we are sitting through the single greatest wealth transfer in history? And if you do this one thing before the next great economic reset, this could change the entire trajectory of your financial future. I am not exaggerating when I say this created the same crypto millionaires during the pandemic and the same people that turned tech stocks from thousands of dollars to millions in their portfolio. This is the same thing that's going to happen again, and not many people are talking about it. The system has printed over $6 trillion in debt in the last 4 years. Combine that with inflation, and you have a reset that is going to happen very soon. And the people that don't understand how money works are going to lose everything that they built. And those very few that do are going to multiply their wealth faster than any point in history. In this video, I will be breaking down exactly what's happening behind the scenes and the one financial skill that separates people who get crushed by recessions and those who build generational wealth from them. If you missed the crypto boom or the 2020 stock market crash, this might be your last chance to catch the next wave before it hits. I want you to stay until the end, because once you understand what is about to come, you will never look at money the same way again. Now, before we dive in, let me tell you who I am, because I wasn't born into wealth. I was a waitress, barely even able to pay rent. And when I saw that the stock market crashed in 2020, I took that opportunity instead of being scared. I learned how to invest. I built a 6-figure portfolio. I retired my mom, and I bought an 8-bedroom house in Spain, all through the stock market. I've seen 3 major crashes in the last 4 years, and I've personally mentored over 500 women to become profitable investors without any finance or economic background. So I know what I'm talking about. Now, let's look at what's really happening behind the scenes. For the first time in the last 30 years, 2 major economic indicators are moving in opposite directions. And that is a big warning sign that is showing that something in our financial system is about to crack. The purple line here shows how people feel confident about the stock market. And it's sitting at very high levels back in 2000s, when the stock market was in full euphoria right before 90% of the internet stocks crashed. Now, the white line comes from a study done in the University of Michigan, and this reveals how people are personally feeling about their financial situation. And right now, it's sitting at levels that were right during the great financial crisis in 2008. So what does this mean? On one hand, people are feeling more confident than ever about the stock market. But on the other hand, people are feeling so bad about their personal finances. And this split is very, very strange, because there's optimism on Wall Street and hopelessness on the Main Street. And this is a kind of gap we have never seen before. That imbalance is usually a sign that the system is under extreme stress, and we will need a major reset before things can get stable again. For decades, the system tries to sell the American dream, which is if you work hard and save money, your wealth will go faster, then prices rise. Now, unfortunately, that equation is breaking. Here's why. Since 2020, the money supply that is circulating in the economy, what economists call M2, has increased from 15.5 trillion to $22 trillion. That is a 40% increase in the last 4 years. But we didn't build 40% more homes, 40% more oil, 40% more goods. And this isn't adding up, because basically all this new money that has been created out of thin air does not match the limited supply of things. So prices exploded. So what do we see right now? Gas prices are up 50%. Home prices are up 50%. Insurance, 70%. Gold, 30%. Bitcoin, 250%. Your grocery bill didn't get fancier. Your dollar just got weaker. That's not inflation. That's devaluation. Your money buys less. And what that essentially means is that your money buys less every single year. And while prices rise, people's income growth has been slowing down. From 1960 to 2008, real income, which has been adjusted after inflation, has been going up 2.8% per year. But since 2008, that number has just dropped down to 2.3%. And to make things worse, the average savings rate in America has collapsed from 13% to only 4% today. So people are earning less, they're saving less, and they are seeing their money lose value faster than ever before. And when that happens, and when all these asset prices start increases, the system eventually reaches a breaking point. And that's why we're gonna see a reset. Now, here's the part where most people miss. Every time the system resets, wealth doesn't disappear. It simply moves. It transfers from people that panic to people who are prepared. Now, think back in 2000s when the dot-com bubble burst. Most investors, they lost everything. But a small group of people who knew how to understand good companies and buy when everyone else was scared, they walked away owning Amazon, Apple, Google at prices that seem impossible today. Prices that were extremely undervalued. And the same thing happened back in 2008 during the financial crisis. And again during COVID. All these stocks would crash by 50% and then they bounce back stronger than ever. And that was the moment I made my move. You see, I wasn't rich, I wasn't experienced, but I still took the steps to learn how to be financially literate and learn how to invest. So when I bought the stocks when everyone else was scared, that one decision changed everything. It helped me build a 6-figure portfolio that was passively making money for me even when I was traveling. It made me retire my mom. It made me even buy an 8-bedroom house in Spain. That is the power of the stock market. And now I believe that we're about to see the same thing happen again. Only now, it is gonna be so much bigger. Prices are extremely inflated right now. And when it snaps, that's when we'll see panic happening in the markets. But this time, you will have a choice. You can watch it from the sidelines and see it all happen, or you prepare right now so you know exactly what to buy, when to buy, and how to make your money grow faster than inflation ever will catch up to you. And that is exactly why I built Luna, the investing and wealth building program that I wish I had when I was still a waitress trying to break free. Inside Luna, I teach you the exact swing trading strategy that helped me build a 6-figure portfolio and buy me back my freedom by only spending 1 to 2 hours a week investing in the stock market. And if you're not sure when to buy and sell, that's why we have these live weekly calls with me and with some of the best students inside Luna. We will be looking at charts together, breaking down what is happening in the market and help you identify key points when to buy and sell so you can maximize your profits. And you will be backing up your decisions on data, not by emotions. So you will stop buying stocks at the highest price and start really carefully picking stocks that are low while minimizing your risk. And if you're worried about doing this alone, inside Luna, we are an all-female investing community with hundreds of ambitious women that started in the same place as you. Nervous and uncertain, but know that you are ready for more. We are celebrating weekly wins every single day. The girls aren't gatekeeping. They are sharing every single stock that made them money. So this isn't some type of intimidating finance bro environment where you are ignored or you're talked down to. It's an extremely supportive and empowering community where you will belong, and every single question is welcome and every single win is celebrated. And if you're thinking, Celine, I don't have time for this, that's exactly who I built it for. Our method is for busy women. You only need 1 to 2 hours a week to research, trade, and manage your portfolio. That means you can keep your job, raise your kids, and travel, all while your wealth is quietly growing in the background. And if you're confused by all the advice given on the internet, don't worry, because inside Luna, you will be learning our step-by-step blueprint that got me from a waitress to having a 6-figure portfolio. This blueprint guides you from mindset to risk management to the actual trading. There's no more need to go on YouTube or Instagram and feel lost. You will finally know what to do with your money and why. Here's why this matters right now. Every crash in history transfers wealth from the fearful to the prepared. The women who build life-changing wealth aren't going to wait until the headlines are screaming. They are ready and they're prepared before it happens. And the tools, skills, and experience that you make right now are going to determine if this reset is going to be your biggest setback or your biggest breakthrough. So if you're tired of watching your savings shrink while the prices are constantly increasing, and you're tired of being left out of important financial conversations, this is your time. Click the link below to join me inside Luna. And if you're not entirely sure, no problem. We'll be giving out a few spots where you can book a free strategy call with some of my best client success managers, and they'll carefully assess your financial situation to see if you're a good fit inside Luna. And once you are in, you'll be learning the proven method, and you'll be surrounded by a community of women who are winning with their money. The next reset could either crush your savings or be the moment that changes your life forever. The choice is yours, but the time to prepare is right now.